Oi, on today's episode, I'm going to help you with insecurities, overcoming your insecurities. I am somebody that grew up with a lot of insecurities, and you may relate, you may not. Maybe you were born perfect. Chad, if you were, you are excused. Leave. But I had a lot of insecurities, man, and this is how I overcame them. It's nothing impressive, nothing over the top. It wasn't anything out of this world. I didn't think outside the box to overcome my insecurities. It was quite simple. It was as simple as, right? I used to wear a hat because I had this line on my head. I was very insecure about this thing. And then I find out other famous people had it, but there wasn't that just that. Like when I was in primary school, so I didn't always have this. When I was in primary school, I was chasing my little cousin, and then that's like a monkey bars. And I'm chasing him so fast. Mind you, I was born in Kenya, so I could run like a Kenyan so fast. His mom is Kenyan too, but his dad is Sudanese, with my little cousin. I'm chasing him so fast. And the monkey bars, bang! I was pretty tall too in primary school still. Sudanese are tall. I ran into the monkey bars, bang! Right there. there's a scar right there, bro. Till this day. My nose was bleeding, my mouth was bleeding, and I swear my eyes were red. They took me to sick bay, and I thought I was dying. Literally thought I was dying. Ever since my head is caved in, and I'm pretty sure it's probably left me with some brain damage. That's probably why I act like this. Who knows? But yeah, that shit caved my head in. And like growing up as a teenager, I was insecure because none of my friends or no teenager or people my age had this thing. And bro, like I'm actually a young nigga with the line on my forehead. That shit was weird to me, bro. So I was really insecure. Another thing I was insecure about was you see the gap, the teeth there gap. I also got that London look, the little gaps. That shit is cool. But this fang here and this one here, they grew late. Like I think I was like almost 14. I did not have fangs. This shit here was empty. There's like photos of me. So my fangs grew late. That was weird. So I was always insecure to smile because this wasn't there. This wasn't there. They grew late for some weird reason. My teeth grew late. So imagine trying to smile and there's like gaps there. No fangs. I was a late blooming vampire. Another of my insecurities was the accent. I had the African accent. How are you? I refuse. I refuse. So when I came here, I had the African accent. It was really, really weird because everybody else they had no accent. They all grew up here. All the kids that I went to school with all grew up here, and it's the countryside. So the countryside they got the ass accent, Aussie accent. Well, I years later I grew to pick it up, and I lost it because I left the countryside. But I grew up there, and I was very insecure with how I speak. I mean, some people nowadays would still make fun of me. Oh, is he from the UK? Why does he sound like that? Even some black people, bro, in Australia mock me like, why do you sound white? Why do you sound like that? Because most black kids that grow up in cities like in Melbourne, they have a melting pot sort of accent, so they sound different to me. Mind you, every black person isn't gonna speak like this. The the kids in Sydney, New South Wales, do not speak like me at all. There's a big difference in accents. I can go down counting my insecurities back and forward, but what's the point? No point at all. It's not about me, it's about you. So, how do you overcome your insecurities? Well, I stopped wearing hats and embraced this thing. So, made fun of it. I even tell people the story of how it happens and have a laugh about it. When I didn't have these teeth, I realized it was common. And there was other insecurities that I had to face and just sort of laugh about it. There was no other way. How I overcame my insecurities was simple. I wanted to align myself with the best people that have the best intention for me, and I have the best intention for them. So I wanted to align myself with pure hearted, wholesome human beings. And how do I do that? I start and see if this person will sort of roast me for my insecurities or not. Like not with like maliciously. I mean like maliciously, not like as a joking, we're just mates roasting each other. No, like I mean maliciously. And when I realized, bro, the people that would roast me maliciously of my insecurities, I sort of gravitated toward them instead of the wholesome people who would be like, oh, everything is all right, man. Don't worry about it. And what I realized was the more I sort of got closer with the people that, the kids that like roasting people, the sort of tougher I became, the more like I became sort of, I hardened myself up. If somebody roasts me, I just roast them back. And over time, I was like, oh, hold on a minute. I'm not so different, bro. All these insecurities are this just me trying to feel like I'm special. Like there's something different about me. There's nothing different about me. We're all flaws. We all have our own insecurities. Um, I'm just gonna decide today to have a superpower by overcoming this shit, making fun of it, and just claiming it, just claiming whatever insecurities I have, how I walk, how I talk, if it's funny or different, right? The more the better, bro. So if you've never seen somebody act or say the things that I do, I'm not gonna try and fit in so you like me or I fit your idea of a normal person. In fact, I want to do the opposite. If you want me to be normal, I'm gonna be even more extra weird. And just like that, my insecurities went away. So I had to put this on. So it's just so cool. It's my aesthetic. It's not because I'm like sort of insecure about my face. Usually it's the people that like they how do I put this? The people that don't want to overcome their own insecurities. If you don't want to overcome your own insecurities, bro, you're not hanging around people that will roast you long enough. You're not hanging around ruthless motherfuckers. You're not hanging around people that will just flat out make fun of you. Whenever I would get fat, my mom will make fun of me. Like she would literally let me know that I am fat. To most kids nowadays, that's unthinkable. When I was a kid, if I do some shit that was weird, like when I was a kid, bro, I would do this weird shit where I would look at you and my mouth is open, like that. And I was insecure, like for that shit, bro. And my grandma, instead of being nice and letting other kids roast me, she'd roast me before the other kids gets to me. And I realized, bro, this roasting, I could take it as something bad and go, oh, someone is roasting me. If I feel sad, I'm different. Or I could say, man, you look like such and such. I mean, that person realized, oh, you're standing up for yourself. It doesn't matter. Insecurities, whatever you're insecure about, right? If you got like a mole there, or you got whatever sort of deformities. I have facial deformities. They're called dimples. You see, my dimples on both sides. I used to be insecure of dimples, believe it or not, until somebody told me they're cool. I was like, oh, they're cool? Yeah. This thing is cool too? Yeah. So some chicks like that. I was like, oh, cool. What about the way I talk? The way I talk, there's nothing wrong with the way I talk. I like it. I'm not gonna try to like, you know, be like you. My insecurities became superpowers, bro, when I realized, hmm, if I'm not like you, then I'm just me. And if I'm just me, then there is no power in the world that can convince me otherwise that there's something wrong with me. How I express myself, how I was born, whatever dance on my head, whatever that somebody may perceive wrong about me or weird or, you know, I just own that shit. Even got to a point where I became so bold, bro. Whenever I feel like it, I'm like Young Thug. I love some of the. It's a weird confession. I love some of the females. Like if you ever went to boohoo.com, I don't know if you niggas know boohoo. Some females clothing. I even have like a lot of handbags. I was not insecure, dog. Not like them rappers like Lil Uzi. They do all this feminine shit. No, I mean like just handbags that look cool. Like there's a handbag somewhere here I could show you. Anything that that like made people insecure, that it wasn't even my own insecurity, I went into it. So there were guys that were insecure to wear feminine clothes. I went into it and rock feminine clothes and made them look cool. I used to set trends, bro. This is the coolest thing about overcoming your insecurities. Other people are insecure. They're waiting for somebody to set the trend, like a bystander effects, you know. If you have the balls, right, to overcome your insecurities after today, you will begin setting trends. Not that you want to set trends, but like you can set trends, bro. Like used to just set trends, like Jesus sandals trends. People hated it in Melbourne because it's always cold. You know that thing, the yeet thing? I was doing that shit before yeet. Well, not before yeet, but like in the little area. There was like little trends I was setting. Like I was comfortable with feminine clothings and accessories, and people became comfortable with clothing and accessories that were feminine. Why? Because they look at this guy. He can fight. He's a tough guy. He can kill people. So he's not soft. He's not that. But he's choosing to rock this. If he's making it normal, well, he started making it normal for everyone now. I'm not only insecure about expressing myself. If this guy is expressing himself, I may as well do it. Your insecurities are your superpower. Express them, right? Or go hide in a little corner and expect somebody to be nice and cuddle you and not recognize something that's different. When somebody recognizes something different about you, that's when you go, oh, by the way, let me tell you about that. Oh, why is your head caved in? Oh, let me tell you about why my head is caved in. Why are your teeth like that? Oh, let me tell you why. Because I can't afford braces. And the day I afford braces, it's over for you. I'ma steal your girl. You have to make everything is lighthearted. Everything is funny. All your little insecurities and it's just you being trapped in your head. You're being trapped in your head. Deformities or not, perfect bodies or not, we are all beautiful. You should own your body. You should own whatever insecurities, whether be, eh, you know, now or tomorrow. But at some point, you're going to have to start owning your own insecurities. And just like that, you'll realize nobody actually cares. It's just you who cares. You made this a big deal on yourself. Just always hiding, trying to take hmm, the best angle of your face. Sometimes people could be ruthless. Just ask Dream once he took off that mask. Oh my God, he's idiots. Put it back. If I was Dream, I would have told them 12-year-old kids that watch my videos, shut the fuck up. Put up your photos there. Let's see you. You know, once you get to my, I don't know how old he is. Tell these fans once you get to his age, like put up pictures and see like who in a way is the most beautiful, bro. Everybody's beautiful. Like you can't be saying this guy is not. And that's the first thing I realized, bro. People like Dream actually had an opportunity to teach these kids, these 30 million subscribers of his, that he's not insecure and that this is his superpower. If he has a long jaw or whatever the fuck they were making him for, own that shit, bro. And tell everyone to fuck off. You made enough money anyway. You should have fuck you money. Take care.